Oh yeah, it's this guy again, huh? Thank you so much for like actually liking my stuff. That's awesome. I will never be a hyper realist, but cartoon, I can nail cartoon. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to AvidCat Studios. I'm your host, whatever you want to call me. Hi. For today, I'm Jake. I would have had this video out earlier, but I had to draw all the pictures. Okay, not all of them, but whatever. So these are the ones I've been recently doing. You got Venom, flower that I saw a Japanese guy drawing, a face written with a bunch of stuff all over it. I have no idea. That's cardboard with a wrong zombie on it. Get it? Wrong zombie? All right. That's Krillin. That's me when I'm like sad, so I'm dead inside. I'm fine, but I need a job. And that's the tall man, which I explained in my last video, Phantasm. So, hey, what's up? This is the tall man, and those are all the spheres. So I was gonna put them over here, but didn't no fit. Hi, I'm back. Uh, this is a really giant post-it note thing. It's supposed to be like a bunch of different ones. They're supposed to get cut up, but it was in a defect pile, and I got it for free. It's about 48 inches by 42 inches. The thing's huge, and it's extremely heavy. So the question is, can art be absurd? Of course it can. It's like kind of the whole point. I do most of my best drawings when I'm looking at something else that's already been drawn and kind of copying it and then like tweaking it a bit. So like the last couple of weeks, I've been like on the floor and then my back hurt really bad, especially after finishing the last one, which is like it's the actual last big one I plan on doing. But I still have an entire post-it note pad, so I'll eventually may make something else. But as of right now, Sharpies don't really coat that well. They're very narrow unless you get like the really new, like big ones, but I don't have any. They're all the ones that I had were crap or dried out. Side tangent. These are three are made on cardboard with Sharpie markers, regular markers, pens. I did them like 2008, 2010, roughly around that time era, and I don't know why. What was I doing? Yeah. Um. So I'm not the greatest artist, but I can kind of cobble together something. And without any further rambling, let's get into the gallery. I don't know about this part yet. So this is a piggy teddy bear thing. It was a plush. Uh, that's what it's based off of. It was on a forklift. These are other sketches of the Venom. This is the first time I ever draw Venom. That was actually true. Then I kind of started drawing it more and more, and I came up with the design that's behind me today. This I drew on a whiteboard at work. This is something I didn't draw at work, but it was for a story I was writing. This I think is supposed to be Bad Robot for some reason. I don't know. Papyrus when I was playing Undertale, which I don't like the combat. This Nerds from the Nerds box candies. This is a mouse with band-aids behind it. I don't know why. This is an eyeball because I just sketched that with a pen. It didn't like that. It works better with pencils. Also, Tweety Bird, obviously. This is a different variation of Tweety Bird with a thing behind it. And this is a collage of things that I had to blur out the nipples. This one is looking kind of sus, if you ask me, Among Us. This is a terrifying Wario or Mario. I don't know why. A quick sketch of Venom using a different kind of medium I was bored. This is obviously because I was playing a lot of Zelda. The new game is really fun. And there are no wrong answers. I have this above my guinea pigs. As evidenced here, they're cute little cuties. I started off this big thing just by drawing trunks, which I got, I think, close. And this is a picture of a cat's butt when with another cat trying to attack it. And I wish I took more videos of this, but this is basically how the final piece started. These are all made out of aluminum foil. It's a thing I learned to do when I was in elementary school, and I do it every once in a while. And this is he's actually holding the shield, and that's duct tape holding it together. The good duct tape, the strong duct tape. And put that down. And then this one is all actually, I think, one piece, maybe two pieces wrapped around each other, and to give it a little hat. So midsection of the film, you're gonna watch my last video. It has all this in it, and even I was confused. I don't explain things in a straight manner. My brain does not work that way. I wish it did. So like the certain pieces, like I'm just like laying down on the ground and trying to get scale from that when I'm used to just having something like these scales, where like I can kind of gauge it like a giant piece of paper, even though I don't really like doing things that big either, because I'm more I like doing the penciling part, and then when you do the inking part, it's usually trying to hide the mistakes in your penciling. Speaking of penciling, this is a very bad pizza, which I like the drawing. It was messed up. A Rob Zombie. I've never drawn that before. Not exactly my style. This is more of my style with the skull digging into jobs. This is Missing Days or Missing Data. This is just based off a fish I used to have. This is called The Death of Roger Rabbit. These are slightly out of focus other pictures that I did. This is the original AcidCat photo, AcidCat, and this is Aqua Teen Hunger Force. And then you gotta take pictures of it, and most of the time I'm doing this. This is the camera I was using, but I had to have it like this, and had it out, leaning over the paper, and like having to like take pictures like this in order to get the scope of everything. Not everything I draw is great, but I was playing Zelda at the time, so that's my excuse. Also, here's Sideshow Bob and his few friends. It creates an enormous amount of trash with the stamp thing. So there I am, just lying there on the floor, just like kind of just. I had to force myself to come back and draw, but then I was like, oh, maybe I want to draw this. Maybe I want to draw this thing. Maybe I want to do this, and actively liking doing it. I mean, my back hurt like hell. And then sometimes I'm drawing up, especially when I'm like penciling, and then I walk away and watch a YouTube video or something. Then I come back, look at it, I'm like, okay, that looks pretty good. Oh, let me tweak this, let me change this, and then take a whole bunch of pictures, and then I finally get it up on my wall, and I'm like, ah. I also realized that some of them are out of focus, and also I forgot Krusty's ear. So from left to right, we got Underdog on Finn's shirt. We got Timmy Turner. We got it's supposed to be Trunks. Acid Cat, Mr. Big Head, Krusty. The Angry Beavers, Norman Daggett. A fake newspaper. That's Ickis Oblinga and Crumb from Real Monsters. That's a Jeep for some reason. That's obviously Sergeant Wiggum with a sign on it with some cereal boxes. A flower, kind of like Flowey, but also kind of like the other picture that I did. I love Jake. He came out really nice. A lot of them came out really good. Like it's on like post-it notes, so I'm not trying to be exactly too professional. Here's how it looks like stood up on my wall. It's really really big. Okay, so I fixed Krusty's ear, but it ended up still looking kind of weird. Looked better without it. Like the hair covered up everything. I don't know. Remember the weird ball that I had in the last video? I made it into a little dude. It's all just one piece. You take a big square, tear it down the middle, flip it over, tear it down thirds, and try to make the middle part kind of a little bit wider, and then you kind of scrunch it all together, and you can make a little dude. And if you have a little extra, a little bit of like some other tape, then you can make more things. Carl, show that footage. Way ahead of you. Also, my name's not Carl. Anyway, thanks so much for watching. Thanks for hanging out. And I try to get these videos out faster, but yeah. I'm a small YouTuber in a big pond. Yeah, it is what it is. Thank you so much for like actually liking my stuff. That's awesome. Thank you for saying like actually like you like my style and stuff. Like I could look at my stuff and like that's crap. And like I hate every bit of it, but that's on me. Once you make the art and put it out to the world, everybody has their own interpretation of it and just like, what does this mean? I'm like, I don't know. The guy couldn't draw hands. For the longest time, I couldn't draw faces. Now all can draw are faces. I will never be a hyper realist, but cartoon, I can nail cartoon. How do I end YouTube videos again? Oh yeah, like a normal person. It was for Halloween one year. I don't know why. One final look and perspective of thing I did. Thanks so much for watching. Thank you for being here. I said that like 4 times. Please be safe out there. And I'll see you beautiful, beautiful people in the next one. All right. There are many questions about this. None of them will be answered. Want to go Jaguars? All right. I'm out.